everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lindsay and this is Lindsay's Loves. And whether you're a new plant parent or a plant lover yourself, you are welcome here. I happen to consider myself both. And I am going to talk to you today about plants that I regret buying. 5 plants that I regret buying, to be specific. And this was inspired by Mindfully Rooted. While I have seen many of these plants I regret buying videos, and this one specifically being plants I regret buying in 2020, there will probably be another one next year. I was most recently inspired by Mindfully Rooted, and there was 2 of them, and they said there was 10 plants that they regret buying. So I am going to stick to 5 plants I regret buying. Now, one of these plants is sort of making a repeat from a video I just filmed in the same outfit, same hair, same makeup, same setup, different plants. So I hope that you will also check out that video, which is, I believe it ended up being 6 plants that I am currently killing. But whatever the number was, they are plants that are on the way out despite me trying my best, because that is what I always think we should be doing with our plants, and not, overwhelming ourselves, taking on more than we can care for, that kind of thing. So these are plants that I regret buying, and I'm going to tell you individually what the reasons are. Let's start with one of the first plants I ever bought. Now, I couldn't include this in the dead or dying plants because there is technically some new growth right, oh well, that doesn't help, duh. New growth right there, and another growth point right there, if you can see. But this plant has seen some things. I mean, basically 2/3 of it, let's say, have fallen off. The leaves have gone kaput. They've gotten floppy. Not good. I'm not sure if it's from the transport, because this was one of the first plants I bought online. I'm not really gonna say where they're from, just that it was one of the first plants I bought online. So if you know where that is, because you follow me on Instagram at Miss Lindsay M, then I guess you know. But you'll see even in my initial plant story highlights that it was floppy. Like, the best stem was floppy the second I got it. So I regret buying it because it was not a good specimen itself. It's not a healthy plant in my opinion. The other ZZ, Zenzi, or dwarf ZZ that I have is so full and beautiful and tall, and they were intended to be like opposite matching bookshelf plants, if you will. And like, I can't. This one is so sad and pathetic looking, and it looked even more so next to the big beautiful plant, which I purchased for the exact same price, literally on like Facebook Marketplace. So a greenhouse of this caliber should be doing better than that, in my opinion. Now, this is a plant that I regret buying because it is, again, this one is floppy. I don't think this new growth is gonna make it at all, quite frankly. Like, it's getting, yeah, it's loose and floppy, and that never seems to be a good thing with a ZZ plant. Also, this seller is questionable. It's like an individual who sells the plants under the guise of just, trying to spread the love, but oh, see, yeah, how floppy that is. That is not going to be okay. So he's unprofessional on the Facebook groups, like laughing at people that have complaints about their plants, and I didn't know this in advance. And I mean, it's the little things, like, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to see, but like, he's clearly taken a leaf off the plant and then sold it. I just think that's a little bit tacky, if I can actually tell. And yeah, I just don't feel right having it. This is floppy, it's not doing well, and the new growth, like, the other plant I bought was the exact same price, except I had to pay for shipping because it was on Etsy, but she was a much more respectful seller, and just much happier with the experience buying from her. So ultimately, excuse me, hiccups, I wish that I had bought both of the plants from her, and I think that would have been much better, because I don't regret having another ZZ plant. I love them. They're like matching plants in the same kind of shelf, like same, yeah, anyways. So the next one I'm going to talk about is from the same place that the first plant was from, the ZZ Dwarf, but I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this plant, other than that I'm not taking amazing care of it because I don't totally love it. So this is a Florida Beauty Dracaena, and this is kind of a dumb story about like don't buy into the hype, like learn things first, etc. But mostly don't buy into the hype, because what I did was I thought this was like the Florida Beauty. Like that I had found that plant that all of the plant YouTubers I was watching desperately wanted and seemingly couldn't get before I understood the price of it, and then I would have known, because I'm a girl who likes designer things, so I'm used to sort of sussing out fakes, if you will. So if I had thought, oh my goodness, I'm getting an $800 plant for $20, I would have known something was up. So yeah, this is the Dracaena Florida Beauty, not the Philodendron Florida Beauty, and I realize I'm holding this in front of my face awkwardly the whole time. The Philodendron Florida Beauty that everyone wants, including me a little bit. Just not on the top of my wish list because so many more are. So yeah, I just regret buying that because I'm not in love with it, and I've been trying to trade it, and it seems like no one else really wants it either. So, okay. The next plant that I regret buying was in my previous video. Plants I'm currently killing, because I mean it is certainly not growing, and some of these yellow leaves are pretty high up in the plant, and I've taken off many more from lower in the plant, and it is not producing variegation. It's a Philodendron Birkin, for those who can't tell or don't know that plant very well. That's what this is. Now I think that maybe well, in fact, I know that some sources are better than others. And usually I would sort of say that that's like a pretty safe bet, is to buy locally, to shop from, you know, family owned or individually owned nurseries or greenhouses or plant stores. But in this case, that was where this was from a very cute small town plant store. And again, I'm not going to tell you which one because I don't believe in throwing people under the bus that way. But in my opinion, the plants from that store, over half of the plants I bought from that store have really not shown good signs of growth or being a healthy plant. So I don't know what that is about. Both plants have been fertilized because they've been home for long enough to, and I just haven't seen any changes. I'm not sure. Just seems weird that this plant was also from the same store, Philodendron Jungle Boogie, and it just has not done a thing in terms of growth. I've tried different spots, giving it more light, less light, fertilizer, water, I don't know. It looks like the one sort of leaf way back here is stuck, and I don't know if I can get that. But yeah, that one leaf sort of looks stuck there, and it is just not doing anything. So I love Philodendron Birkin. I love any philodendron, quite frankly. I am a philodendron loving plant mom. But these two from the same store, I regret buying, and they're just not working out for me. So unfortunately, with how far of a drive that store is, I won't be going back there. So you won't see me getting any plants from them anytime in the future. But yeah, those are the 5 plants that I regret buying. And I hope you'll check out my video on the plants that I'm currently killing, because I think there's a little bit of overlap. Like if I'm killing the plant accidentally, I'm not killing them any of them on purpose, obviously, then I don't love having it, so I regret buying it. It's sort of like a little trail there. The plant is dying, I don't love having it, I regret buying it. Seems obvious, but in case it's not, it's almost like part 1 or part 2, which may have been a suggestion from Robin for these videos, but technically 2 separate topics. So these are the plants I regret buying. Check out the plants that I am killing, and the best way to do that, of course, is to subscribe to my channel so that you never miss out. Make sure that you comment down below if there are any plants that you regret buying, or, and I forgot to say this in the last video about plants I'm killing, but if you have any tips for me, something that maybe I haven't tried that I should, that will make me love these plants again, or make the plants I'm killing become healthy and not die. So that's it for this video. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic day, and thank you so much for watching this video and sticking around to the end. Bye.